Why would you want to ask your former employer who just fired you for a review or a reference? So I did a post about this a little while ago about how not to behave when you're fired and leaving a company. And I got a lot of responses like, why would I want to make nice with the company to try to get a review when I've just been fired? I'll give you a couple reasons. Hi, I'm Tom Spiggle with the Spiggle Law Firm, where we represent folks who've been fired or afraid that they might be in Virginia, Maryland, and Washington, D.C. Number one, your employer can't say things that are negative and untrue about you, or they risk a defamation lawsuit. So don't give them true things to say about you on the way out the door that could hurt you later in your career. Second, you can actually, in certain circumstances, negotiate what your reference will be when you're leaving a company. Because remember, companies don't want to get sued either. They don't want to face a defamation claim. So if they can resolve a reference for you on the way out the door, who's going to leave it and what's going to be said, then you can get a positive reference from a company that you have been fired from. Finally, number three, the person who fired you may also get fired. I've seen this happen before where somebody, the supervisor gets fired, somebody else gets elevated to that position, perhaps somebody that you worked for who's willing to give you a good reference because you did good work. But that's going to be a lot more difficult if you make a stink on the way out the door and give your employer an incentive not to give you any kind of good reference. So those are three reasons why you might get a good reference even from a job that you have been fired from.